Not live and almost from Beverly Hills, but coming to you from the fabulous Sunset Strip in Hollywood, California. It's the Bob Dean Show.
Yay!
Listen, first of all, I want to apologize. The fabulous Sammy Junio, who knows everything and everything. We've had we were excited to come live stream today, so you could call in and speak to us. We just have some tech difficulties, guys. I know you'll be watching this on YouTube and listening to it on iHeartRadio podcast and iTunes and Stitcher and on my website, bobthesurlycomic.com. But I'm really sorry to disappoint you all because we did promote it and we'll be doing it live streaming in the future. But sometimes these made in China and Japan things just break down. If we were doing a good old Motorola stuff, it might work. But anyway, thank you, Sammy, for the attempts. I would like to say, as I do at the beginning of every show, that speaking only for myself, I do not endorse Wells Fargo Home Mortgage because they are crooks.
You got it.
Nor Tower Urology Billing Department because they are crooks as well. And I will be in to see
like
you head of billing. Oh, God. Anyway, and that being said, let's see what else. I don't have any upcoming dates for any shows. And I'm just going to welcome my guests, Kathy St. George. The usual Kathy's back, y'all. She was out last week again, but we're glad to see you. Your new hairdo looks fabulous. Dennis Olson is with us today, but he's out in the lobby. He's working on some things. Sammy Junio is here. I want to say hi to Zach Herndon in Bloomington, Indiana. Hey, Zach. Yay. Hey. Zach's part of our original tech crew here, but he moved back to Indiana to pursue work. And we have Cindy Geyer with us today and Eve.
Hi.
And Cindy Geyer and Kathy are old friends, Playboy playmates.
Actually, she had a pictorial about her because she was a famous model.
I know. I was going to bring that up.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. Thank you for doing that. And you are also the owner of Geyer's Restaurant and Wine Bar on the Upper West Side in Manhattan.
I am.
We're going to touch on that too. How long have you guys been friends?
Oh my goodness, 30 years.
30 years?
A long time. I own it. I own my age. It's okay.
Well, no, it's great because Kathy is such a cool gal. I met her when she came to I don't remember who brought you, but you came to one of my shows at the Laugh Factory.
Yes, I did.
And that's how we met, and we just became faster. And then she came into Wolfgang's one night. We sat at the bar, and I don't remember how we got on the subject of station wagons. And she once had a wood grain side country.
No wood, but gold.
But she had a country squire, and I have a big Buick station wagon.
Nice.
And we got on that topic, and then we just became fast friends.
Cool. Oh, she's a doll. She's a little
She
doll.
is. She's a lot of fun.
I love her to death.
She's great. Did you guys? Were you playmates around the same time?
Actually, I was. What year were you?
1999. I did my celebrity pictorial.
Well, see, she did a celebrity pictorial. I was in probably 1647. But
Kathy is
Pilgrim issue.
1982. But she was one of the most widely shot, or I don't know how to say it.
You have been on the cover. Go ahead.
Of all the romance novels that we used to see with Fabio and everything, she was like the girl that was usually fainting like this.
Well, I know. That's what I'm looking at. Your stuff, and you have been on the cover of over 2,000?
Yes.
2,000 romance novels and Housewives of New York. The Real Housewives, right?
I've been on the show before. Yes, the first 2 episodes I was on.
Now, are you a housewife, or were you just on? Because
Back then, I was a housewife. I was married at the time. I'm no longer married.
He's buried in the backyard now.
Oh no, Kathy, I'm not that evil.
That's what I did with mine.
I believe it.
Not that evil. Yeah, good. So yes, I've done all these like paperback romances. I started out doing Nancy Drew years ago, and eventually I traded my flashlight for a corset, and then I started doing romance novels.
Okay, now you're from Stamford, Connecticut.
I am from
right?
Connecticut.
You still have family there?
No, not anymore. I have a brother. That's but both of my parents unfortunately have passed. But I go up there all the time. I still consider it my home. I have a lot of friends there. And actually, Stamford is only about 45 minutes from my restaurant, Upper West Side.
Yeah, it's like commuter train distance.
Beautiful.
Now, you were 14 when you were discovered
at
Wilhelmina Modeling Agency?
Yes, I was having lunch in Greenwich, Connecticut with my parents, and she came up to me and said, "Oh, I have a little modeling agency in Manhattan. Would you like to come and visit me?" And my dad drove me down there, and yeah, she signed me up. And
Storybook. It's so cool.
She had little modeling classes back then for everybody. She was a really fabulous woman. Fortunately, she passed away at 40. So I was with her agency for 2-3 years, and she pretty much took me under wing. And then she passed, and then I ended up going over with Eileen Ford, and I was a Ford model for quite a while as well.
That is so tragic that she died at 40. I didn't know that, because I was saying that
Lung cancer.
my friend Case, for all my friends in Miami and Miami Beach, what are we live streaming now? We are live streaming. Yay! We're up. I just made a little message there at the beginning that we weren't live streaming but now Sammy has fixed it. So hello everybody, we're live streaming. Kathy St. George. This is Eve over here, and we have Cindy Geyer.
Hi.
From Geyer's Restaurant in Manhattan, and modeling and everything, and we're talking about Cindy's modeling career and how she got started with Wilhelmina. And I was just saying to all my Miami Beach friends, hey gang,
Hi, Miami
that
people.
she was discovered by Wilhelmina Agency just like Case Armstrong was, and Case was 16, and she was in Manhattan visiting her sister, which is just really cool. 6 degrees of separation. Now I know 2 beautiful women who were discovered the same way, just by
was a great
chance.
agency.
Yeah,
She's very protective of her girls, you know.
And now, as far as Nancy Drew, now when you were 14, you started modeling in Manhattan. Did you commute with your family? Did your dad drive your mom for shoots?
They stuck me on a train and just said go. I was very independent, and I grew up very, very quickly.
Now, as far as like Nancy Drew, it was the books, right, with the blue paper cover.
Yeah, the girl with the flashlight. So I did that gig for about 2.5 to 3 years. And I'm like,
did you ever meet the Hardy Boys?
You know what, the Parker Stevens?
Yeah.
I think so. One time, very nice.
I went out with
nice guy. Oh, okay.
Did you really?
Kathy. Of course she did. She always dated all
Is he still married to Kirstie Alley?
No,
Yeah.
no.
I know, I'm in the South.
Hollywood, Hollywood stuff.
Yeah, I don't really keep up with that, I guess, like I should.
Sorry to keep up with me. Okay.
But then how did you start getting into the romance novels? That just came along with it?
Like I said, I traded in my flashlight.
My mother, God rest her soul, she was just like, you could picture Maude and Marie from Everybody Loves Raymond. My mom was a mix of both. She was height, she was the stature and like the hair and the attitude of B. Arthur and Maude.
I love the Golden Girls.
Oh yeah, well, but I mean, as far as the attitude and the deep voice and all that, but she was the eat kind of, and the guilt trips like Everybody Loves Raymond. So she was the best of both. But what was my point?
We were talking about the.
I also go floating off into space.
Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew.
And then she went on to.
Yeah, and then I just started doing romance novels, and then
that was it. Romance
and then
novels.
I was the Prel girl. That was like my my first commercial for 5 years. I was squeeze and go from flat to fluffy.
Oh my gosh! I gotta YouTube this
I
stuff.
want to be able to sing that
because I'm gonna remember all this stuff now.
1980.
What I was gonna say about my mom is that
years.
she used to read those romance novels,
Yeah.
and she would trade them with her friend Diane and some other gals,
They were like
and they would trade them by the box.
Yeah.
They love those things.
If I find sometimes I
Yeah,
either I buy them and send them to her.
doing.
Two with mermaids. She was a mermaid on it.
It was fun. It was really fun.
Sure.
I still
did
do
only one.
once in a while.
I did one.
Maybe every other month I'll be called in to do one.
And she still models all the time.
I was gonna say, aren't you in town doing a shoot now for something like that? Or?
Yeah, I am actually. I've got this campaign that I'm working on called Ageless Beauty, and actually that's why I brought Eve along. That's why I want to introduce Eve. Eve has like changed my life. I've gotten literally younger, so everyone should really be, know about this product that I'm endorsing. And there's molecules, and they feed your cells and make you stronger and smarter. And so I'm going to get involved and have my own little molecule line too. Do you want to say hi to Eve? It's my Eve.
Hi, Eve.
Yes.
Hi.
She's helping me too.
Yes. Yes.
Especially
remember,
with
gang,
the brain molecule.
You can also call in right now at 323-300-4092 to the Bob Dean Show. Yay!
And we'll make sure we give
with
you
questions
contact.
or comments. Okay, now we were just talking to Eve here.
Yes, hey, hello. I'm so excited that Cindy is ready to really share her secret, how she stays so beautiful, so vibrant, so focused. She's handling a lot of businesses. She's not only a top model, a star in front, really with a lot of famous actors. She's handling a bar, she's handling many businesses. And to do so, we have to be really in our inner center. We have to have young cells, we have to be vibrant, we have to be ageless to always handle this stuff. And she is the perfect model for the Ageless Beauty. We come out soon and look at her. I mean, look at her. Every of her friends started and said, "You look 15 years younger. Can we do this as well?"
Yeah, since I've been taking
Yeah.
the products, definitely. I
It's
feel
probably
younger,
because you haven't
my
been hanging out with me.
getting, and staying away from the bars a little bit. Yeah, no, I actually drink less. That is true. I do
You do.
drink.
You
I
do.
think the molecules also want you to take better care of yourself. These supplements I take.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
over 11 years with the company, and this is such a great opportunity that we come out now for this well-being side. Ageless Beauty, we will have an own well-being side with Cindy Geyer. We will have the Ageless Beauty coming out soon. Please stay tuned, connect to Cindy Geyer, and as well for
Instagram,
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook.
We'll give you all the information before the show's over,
Yeah.
and I just started mine today, so I'll keep you
Yes,
posted.
we're gonna make Kathy
Sorry
another
about
ageless
today.
Now,
beauty.
can boys do this too?
Absolutely. Are you
Yes.
kidding? Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely.
There's a program for guys too. Will it help me
Yes.
with my bags under my
Men's
eyes
health.
and
Men's
my
health.
bald spots and
Yeah.
the hair
Oh,
on my
yeah.
back and
Yeah.
but seriously, things that we were discussing in the green room out there,
Yeah.
things like energy levels, which I'm 58, and as we all say, you feel like some on a good day I feel like I'm 40, but your mind works just like you're 25.
Yes.
But things like, I was discussing the sciatic pain that I've been experiencing that's coming out of work, knee pain and things like that. But what we're talking about is an essential and. Sorry,
And I
Oh,
suffer because he's a
sorry.
pain in my ass.
you turn this off.
Who is it? Put it on
That's
speakerphone.
a- Sorry,
Sorry,
That's all right.
rude.
Avon lady.
And everybody knows how much I friggin' hate these phones too.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Don't
Okay,
let that
anyway.
leash us.
But
Don't
yeah,
let
but
that
Men's
leash us.
health, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it helps things like that too, right?
I mean,
Absolutely. It
the fact
balances
that
your
she's
body.
still working, I mean, like, it's hard to be working. Modeling, I mean,
I'm also
I
in my
see her and stuff all the
50s.
time.
Thank you.
She was voted like one of the most beautiful women in the Hamptons, and
Yes.
it's like,
Yes,
yeah.
and she's very,
I gotta
very
catch
connected
up.
with a lot of famous actors. She has to work during the day and sometimes night times to represent her bar. And I mean to do that, and in the mornings wakes up and is still in good shape.
Yeah, and
And
then I run to a
focus,
photo shoot,
yeah.
and then I have property that I manage. So yeah, I'm pretty busy.
Well, all
Yeah.
three of you look terrific,
Thank you.
if I do say so.
Yes, we do. We're hanging in there.
She used
Well,
to live next door to me too, and she has an apartment next door to
In LA. I
yeah,
saw
in
a place
LA.
there.
So we used to be
Oh,
neighbors as
yeah, we
well.
had a lot of fun back
Do you
then.
spend a lot of time in LA too? I mean, back and
No,
forth, or most
no.
of your time is in Manhattan? right?
Most of my time is in Manhattan. I'm pretty much a New York girl, but I'm out here for a couple of weeks, relaxing, doing photo shoots, watching my properties. So I do get to come out here about every 6 months. But if I have a job, hey, I'll be on the next plane out here.
I have to tell
Awesome.
the story.
Yeah.
She sublet her apartment out here, thinking, oh, it'll be for a little while. It's to a woman who's like 99 or something.
Oh, she 105. She passed
She lived to
away.
be 105.
She took it at
and
99.
she couldn't raise
no
the
way.
rent. She lived to be 105.
So I'm out here kind of doing some renovations from.
Bless
Yes,
her,
Betty.
bless her heart.
Oh, she was
I
awesome.
know.
Sweet lady.
She was. but-
Now, are you in the same buildings, Kathy?
No,
We
I was
used
next door.
Used to be.
next.
I used to live right across the street from Wendy.
Oh,
right across the
That-
street,
that-
and she used to live next in the the one on.
on
Yeah.
Alabama,
Yeah, absolutely.
which we cannot wait for Wendy and Ken's
Yay.
4th of July party. Yay!
Oh, really?
Oh my God, they have. You know Wendy and Ken?
I think I'm going to.
Oh my
probably.
God, they are the coolest people, and they have an epic 4th of July and Christmas Day party. Epic,
Is
epic.
it on our street?
It's
right.
on
It's the white
Alabama.
building.
The white high rise on the corner.
Sounds good because I'm staying longer.
Oh, well then you should swing on by.
Okay.
It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I needed something. to do.
Starts at 7. Oh yeah, it starts at 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
We'll talk more detail after.
If you want to spend the night, Kathy, you can. So you don't
Oh,
cry.
before I forget, because I forgot last week,
So long.
I wanted I'm changing subject completely. The LA School of Comedy, 10835 Santa Monica Boulevard, beautiful Persian Westwood. And Sunda Kronquist, owner proprietor. I'll just want to give a shout out to Sunda and the LA School of Comedy because you got me started in everything in my podcast, and I love you very, very much.
And your recipes are fabulous.
I know, Kosher Soul Cookbook, fabulous.
That's great.
Because we saw her and Aviva Tova going into the other day. The top down, we were
You did?
yelling at him to go to the
Aw.
studio. Yeah, I am hoping as I've sent out there to if I can go on a cheap trip up to Manhattan.
Oh.
And the weird thing about it is I have friends all over the city who are really cool. My friends Mikey, Colleen, Gregory. Michael's a chef.
Oh, I love that.
They own a great
Okay.
restaurant in Nashville, which is my
Oh,
hometown.
ooh.
And we were all old friends from Miami. And my friend Sean Striegel is a producer of the show Forged in Fire. And my friend Johnny Walker is an author of the Echo mystery series. And I'm pretty much a jerk, as you will get to know. But I have been blessed with wonderful friends of
Yeah,
all ages,
very likable.
races, backgrounds, And we'll all get together and meet at your place.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would be honored. It would
It's
be so
fun.
You will
Yeah.
you will have a really
We've
good time.
had
And you
fun.
never know who's gonna pop up at my place. You never know.
What fun.
Yeah. It's definitely the Upper West Side actor hangout, and you're just very interesting people you'll meet.
And she's got a
People.
wonderful new menu too.
Oh, yeah,
It's
French
like,
food.
Oh my
So-
god,
is
it's
that
so
good, Kath?
Yes.
Yeah, food's good.
Sacre bleu.
Yeah.
I took my
food's good.
sister
Yeah.
and my niece.
Now, will you hang my headshot on the wall?
Oh, I should start doing that. You want to be the first?
Yeah. My new headshot looks pretty. I got 101
gotta see
likes
it.
on. Did you see my new headshot that I put up on
check it
Facebook?
out. I need to do
101
that.
likes.
Sounds
I
good.
photograph a lot better than I look in real life. So at any rate,
I'm gonna have to do one of those. I want to see it. I gotta like it.
yeah, please
Well,
do.
I guess we put you in Men's Health in our chapter as one of our Men's of the Month. Looking good, being sure.
Just wait. We were talking about that
We're
picture.
so
Yeah.
skimpy.
You need to look at because the people that listen to and watch the Bob Dean show.
Yay.
Seriously, the business card I gave your woman in the Speedo. You got to look at the commercial. It's
Yes.
hilarious.
And
It's
we
my
can
best
get you-
work, and
Love
because I
It's
shave nothing, I
fabulous.
manscape nothing, and I look like a gorilla without
Oh.
a
In a
shirt on.
speedo.
A gorilla in a speedo, and it's a commercial for this advertising agency in Denver, and there's it's supposed to be a European poolside, and we shot at the Stall House up in the hills, and there's 10 stunning young women who are supposed to, they're laying in bikinis. And
Life is tough.
it's tough, and then I come out and I
And they're
strut
all
around the pool, and they're all
ooh.
like, ooh, it's
But
fun.
we talk about when you after the molecules, before and after. So the
Will they dissolve back hair?
The Men's of the Month, they would always look like more healthy, more white.
Now, how did you get started in this? And I mean, is this your baby? Obviously.
Yeah.
Now, have you always been? Now, obviously, you take care of yourself, exercise, and
She's
eat
got
right, and that
gorgeous
sort of
skin.
thing.
Yes, of course.
Now, is this a discovery that you made?
Well, 11.5 years ago,
What is your background? Are you Swedish? Or,
No, I was born in Germany.
yeah, in
actually.
German. Okay,
I
thank
was
you.
always between the continents.
Mhm.
I started early in LA. I had my intern, and then started with American companies, and then I would go back and forth, working.
Tell us.
And
Well, do we have a
all
name for
life is-
this?
We're not allowed
Oh,
to tell
wait,
you.
wait,
Oh.
not yet.
Okay, no, that's
So
fine.
we're working with messenger molecules that raise the IQ of their own immune system so that your own system starts to remember what it needs to do to respond better against threats, to remember them good, and stay balanced. It's all about immune balance, but in deep wisdom of a cellular level. So this means it's not another whatever vitamin. Blah, blah.
But she has a
No.
history that
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
how you've gotten.
Well, this is pretty neat that you're
11
bringing
years
this up, that you're discussing this with us and our audience now before we have even.
I
But
just
you
do
let
the
her
art
tell
proof.
you
No,
what was
but,
happening 11 years.
I cannot that in public, not now, not yet, but it came to me in the right moment of my life, I would say. So that it helped me a lot to get better and more balanced. Then I promised to give it to everyone whenever this happened. I'm with this company since over 11 years, and I'm working with other companies, so I try to make it easy and simple, focus on Cindy today, but we will come out with more stories and background. But I can say helped a lot of people to get better and look better and be prepared for a longer, vivid, vibrant life, which I found so important.
What an exciting venture for you guys.
Yes.
And she's because of my brain injury,
yeah.
because my memory, I had a job recently and screwed up because I got all ready and I went to get my car and I couldn't get my car out of the garage, and I finally got it out of the garage, but I was late, and then I drive to the job and I'm doing Emilio Estevez's makeup, and I get to the job and I'm so happy I'm on time, and I left my makeup in the lobby of the building.
You did not really.
Because I
Is that what that
because
what you
I
wanted
can
to tell
only
me that you didn't
focus-
tell me?
I can only focus on, and they said, don't get mad at yourself. You can't do all that yet. And I said, well, they were a little upset. You know, you can't. I said I practically did his makeup with paper clips and rubber bands. You know, but it
Which
was
probably helped though.
he looks the best he's ever looked. I'm
Really?
not kidding you. He looks younger than he looked 20 years ago.
Sorry about that, Emilio. That was,
Sorry,
you know,
but anyway, so
people that live in glass
I
houses.
obviously need. She's given me something for my brain, so.
Well, it's all about the immune system, and our own immune system can start to really remember what it needs to do, and we can help to make this memory. Then it starts to balance itself, and when this happens, we get automatically more energetic, more vibrant. We feel better. The body can heal himself better. It's like
Okay.
this kind of things, and
That's
this is
cool.
awesome. I would really, for everyone, to wish to have the opportunity to connect. And we found out then ourselves that as a side effect, the beauty gets better, the cell aging gets better, the hair looks more stronger, and we just stay
Okay,
young.
well, make sure at the end of the show we
Yeah.
take the information so
Oh.
they can follow you guys
Yes,
on
please.
Facebook or
You'll hear all
whatever,
about
so
it,
that
yeah.
when you are ready to, release the.
However, you can already start to ask us questions or tell us that you want to be one of our ageless beauties. We have an email address that's agelessbeauty08@gmail.com. agelessbeauty08@gmail.com.
Lower cases.
Yes, and lower cases, and stay tuned and
Stay tuned.
connect to Cindy Geyer's Instagram and Facebook and follow her.
And I hopefully will remember my makeup the next job too.
Well, now,
Oh, yeah, after that,
but
yes.
Eve, you're here in LA, right?
Yes. I'm
Okay, well, so as this progresses, and the next time you're in town, and as it progresses, and you can discuss it more, I hope that you'll come back
sure.
on the show, and you can give us some more.
Yes.
Because it's funny, I don't know if if one has anything to do with the other, but I actually, I'm proud to say I do clinical trials, and I just started another one for cancer research. Although I don't have cancer, I started with Vanderbilt some years ago before I moved here, and I'm in the health. Long story short, is that when you can give back to the community, and I'm on this focus group of healthy people, and the point is that I weighed in today, and I put on, since the last time I went, I put on quite a bit of weight, and I've always been a big guy, and I know that whenever I'm watching TV and my chin hits my chest, or my Levi's get a little tight, that's when because I know I'm going to be a big guy. I'm never going to have a washboard belly. They're so bourgeois anyway. 6 packs. At any rate, I was thinking about what I'll do when I get in the situation is I go on no carbs, and I know that is so unhealthy for you. It's
It is.
it really is, but you drop weight so
And
quickly.
it's all protein.
Yeah, exactly. I love doing. Yeah, and once get past the first week, I actually I enjoy doing it. I'm kind of excited about what I can and what I can make up to eat.
We have information about this as well, how to burn a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Is listen quicker
Mhm.
and to really stay more lean, get a better version of yourself. That's all about this, right?
Yeah. So
Well, I
that's
need
just
to
it.
get a better version very quickly.
Yeah.
Well, I know that doesn't help, like the sciatica too, and it's like
Well,
I
that's
said,
a side effect from the cancer medications.
well, not so, yeah, but but at any rate, but it's just I just want to, I figure I got I'm 58, so I've got another 40 good years left in me.
Oh, honey, you sure do. And you're too mean
Oh,
to
no,
that.
Maybe more.
Well, we went to the beach yesterday. Dennis and I love to go to the beach, and we did some hoofing up and down the beach, and but we get home and we're both like, and then when I lived in Miami, man, I was the number one Kadima player in friggin' North Miami Beach, baby. I could knock that ball from all the way. Well, it's neither here nor
I
there.
get it. I'm telling you, it's tough now. It's just
Yeah, but it's not how you feel; it's how you look.
a friend of mine I saw in New
We
York.
look marvelous.
Yeah, it's always good
I
to feel
saw-
good because you gotta have energy. Energy is
I agree.
golden.
I
She's
saw a
the
friend of
best
mine.
example
I have so much energy.
100%.
I saw a
Yeah,
friend of mine
absolutely.
in New York, and it was Dolly's fiance, and I said to him, and he really did. He looked amazing. And I go, gosh, you look really good. And it's not like I thought he had a facelift because it was obvious he just looked healthy. And he looked at me, and I said, what are you doing? He goes, he's French. He goes, just chasing the American dream. And I said, That's what I'm doing wrong. I'm lying in bed and waiting for it to come to
No,
me.
you gotta go get it.
No, you get it.
Oh,
Just
it's your
chasing the
oyster, darling.
American dream.
Works for me.
And this is what Cindy is doing actually. She's always chasing her dreams, but she knows as well
Could you
if
find some
she
for me,
is
too?
not well in her body and not very focused and the cells are not 100%, then this is more hard. So this is why she is the ageless beauty for an example for everyone. And we are so proud to have her here today. Really, we are proud. And we already like to connect this to your.
Will you be the spokesperson for?
Yeah.
I am, and I will be. Yes, I am right now. I take it. I take the molecules every day, and I've been doing this for over a year now. Like my little Chihuahua, Gino takes it too.
Gino takes
Literally, my
Where is
Chihuahua.
Gino? Can Gino
over
come on camera
here.
or is
So-
he sleeping?
Oh, he's sleeping.
Yes,
Gino, wake up.
Gino's
so
named after
Gino,
Gene
we thought we were good. Yes, Gene Simmons. Gino Simmons. So we thought we were going to lose little Gino last year. He was very lethargic,
Yeah.
and someone had stepped on his foot, and he was very traumatized. And I started sprinkling these molecules in his food, and he perked up. And this is like a year and a half ago. We've been giving them to him, and I have him longer now, and I'll probably have him for a few
He's
more years.
so quiet.
He is. He's very good.
Well, he certainly, he had a lot of energy when I met him out there. That's terrific.
Well, listen, one time she and I were doing a baseball game,
Oh yeah.
softball game out
It's
in
coming up again.
Long Island for breast cancer, and we were catching the train, and Gino, of course, was going too.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And we go and decide to get a Starbucks, and we're in Starbucks and talking, and
And we're
then
ready to walk on
we
the
go
train.
back and we get on the train. We're sitting there, and all of a sudden we go, "Where's Gino?"
We
He's so quiet.
We left Gino
We
in
left
the
him in
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Oh my
And the
God!
worst part is, we went to get him, and the police already had him. So
Oh
he
my
went to the police
God.
station.
Thank goodness no one stole him. I may have
Well,
never
hello.
seen Gino again.
Really? I could slap you
And
both.
we were just drinking coffee.
Yeah, like oh yeah.
How could you
Where's
forget
Gino?
your
'Cause
baby?
he's so quiet.
Because he's so quiet. We had him.
He just
so
hangs
good.
out.
I
He's a
mean,
dude, he just
Maybelline
hangs
would
out.
never let you.
Oh
But
no!
this one's
well,
actually-
Maybelline does, but she never barked when you had her
Oh, my
smuggled her
God.
in.
I sent you the picture of
Anyway.
her. She just had a birthday. Maybelline just had her birthday, her 3-year birthday, and she was so happy. And I made them get her cake and doggy ice cream, and she was at the table. They sang to her, and she's waiting, and she's got this cake and candles, and she turns around and kisses my sister, and then I made her.
Is
and
she enjoying
she
Connecticut
did it.
too?
Oh yeah, she's loving it because she has 4 people to spoil her.
Was she going to go to private school now?
Well, if it would help, but I doubt it would. She's just, if it would help, I would send her there. But no, I'm going to get her in August.
Good.
She's enjoying herself,
Well, what is your favorite thing to do with your free time? But you guys are all busy with this, and I mean, with what little free time that you have.
Yeah, well, I'd say last week was a busy week working.
Shooting,
This week, I'm gonna lay by my pool. I'm gonna fix
don't
up
you
my
love
house.
that?
I'm a workaholic. I'm a worker bee. I always say I'm gonna take time off, and I don't. I work all the time, but I think it's sitting by my pool, going out to some nice restaurants, catching up with my friends. I'll be doing a lot of that this week. This is my
And I'll be
vacation
laying
week.
by her pool too.
Okay, anytime, Miss Kathy. You're welcome. I have a great pool.
Laying by the pool is my favorite thing.
So,
in the
but
whole
later in the
life.
day for me with like 100 block on me because
Oh,
I've got
me
this
too.
English Irish skin.
You know what my dermatologist just told me?
What
My
did
Beverly
he-
Hills
What
dermatologist
did
that
he
looks like,
tell you?
I'm not going to tell you his name, but he looks like friggin' what was the professor's name in Back to the Future?
Oh my God, Chris Lloyd.
Oh,
Christopher Lloyd. My dermatologist looks just like friggin' Christopher Lloyd. And then the
Oh, I
professor.
love that look.
But and it makes perfect sense too, because we had a long discussion. He looks like Christopher Lloyd, but I think he's a very smart doctor. He was saying, do
looking
not
for one.
use sunscreen. Use zinc and only zinc, because I love the sun. I lived in Miami for years. I've been driving convertibles for years. I do have little skin cancer, nothing that's fatal that can zap. But we were discussing it, and he's like, the thing about it is in the last 30 years, cases of skin cancer and moles and that sort of thing, that they haven't really concurred with sunscreens, but they're focusing a lot on that right now with the chemicals that are in sunscreens could be the cause of bleeding into certain cancers. That's why he says it's really a lot healthier just to use zinc
Zinc.
and over SPF sunscreens and that sort of thing.
Oh, we have in the molecules in a line. There's like is as well as PF 15 in
Yeah.
already.
It's very good.
It's
On
a
my
day,
face. I wear it every
which is
day.
all natural.
I use
So
the
you can
football.
use this. I would rather use this than only zinc.
Well, as long as it's something that's natural like that.
Yeah, it's
you know.
natural.
I use-
Because I mean, I
Absolutely.
miss the days of friggin' copper tone and Hawaiian tropic and baby oil and slathering that stuff on and laying in the sun, and then the DJ would say,
Right.
"Turn so you don't burn." And
Well, you know, the last time I got a lot of sun, I noticed it wasn't as pretty as it was. You know, it made my skin look.
No, we get,
And
we get
so I
freckles.
just went to the Bahamas. I mean, I'm not really that tan, but I use sunscreen. I use 15, but I use really good stuff that smells like food and everything. And then yeah, because it's like breakfast and I get to do that. But you're supposed to put a coat on before, half hour before. You're supposed to put another coat on. It doesn't work until it's. But I didn't get burned or anything. I got nice color without. But I don't. Now that I'm hearing this, it's kind of scary. I don't like bug spray either. People that say, "Oh, just spray bug spray." I don't want bug spray on me. You know,
Yeah, Katie, that's why you use the next time the molecule cream.
that scares
Yes.
bugs.
No, they don't
Wow.
scare, but it helps your skin
Oh
not
yeah.
to freak out.
I
There's no
don't. I mean, I have
chemicals.
dark skin, so I don't
So
really,
that's
you know. But the
enough.
thing is, I'm still wanting not to do so much. You know, I wear a hat
Important.
and I carry a parasol. Believe it or not, when I walk around down,
Really?
I carry a little parasol.
Well, I love the sun.
I love it
I
too,
love it.
but
I stayed out of it for a long time, and then I've just started recently just to get back into it.
well, I
And,
get in it. I just don't get in my face.
you know, it's because I'm losing my hair and blah blah blah. Here, I mean, my big old dome right here gets the brunt of it,
So I
and,
bit my nail.
because I used to have such beautiful thick chestnut hair that would naturally bleach out in
It's
the
on
sun.
his back now.
Well, yeah, it's a lot. Hey, it's a conversation
You know,
piece,
I've
if
seen
anything.
you with that, but I really like your hairline. Yeah.
Well, the point being though
color.
is that my cranium burns now too,
And that's where you got to be careful and put something on your top of your head.
like a hat.
Like a hat. That's why I wear hats. I'd rather have a cute hat than or stuff all over white zinc on my face. Ooh. I mean,
I'm just telling you what the dermatologist said.
well,
Yeah.
not
It
only
kinda
that,
makes
but Al
sense. It's got
Jolson would not do
chemicals
well
in it,
now, so
yeah.
I wouldn't want them to think it was like I'm wearing white.
Well, I'm going back to friggin' Hawaiian Tropic. Do they even sell that stuff anymore? Do they
Hawaiian
even sell
Tropic?
Hawaiian Tropic and
Oh,
Copper
yeah.
Tone and stuff?
Actually, I do like the copper tone spray. I'll do that once in a while.
You know what? But that stuff
A
used to
little bit.
smell great.
It
I
still
thought.
does. I spray it on once in a while. My arms while I'm out here. A little, I think things in moderation is good. It won't hurt.
Yeah.
Moderation.
I missed the big billboard too when you would drive into Miami
yeah,
in North
with
Miami, the big copper tone billboard with the girl,
Oh,
or the
yeah.
girl with the
Dog.
dog was pulling her
That's
little
so
her little
cute.
bathing suit bottom down. That was so cute. It's not there anymore. I'm sure. It's not
No, because
politically
now
correct.
it'd be considered,
Well, not even the
pornography.
suntan fact. Yeah, exactly. How pathetic is that?
I know.
So
We
sad.
live in a crazy world.
I like my favorite suntan oil is the stuff they sell at the Beverly Hills Hotel, but I can't remember the name. But it smells really good, and it's just oil with no sunscreen in it.
Oh, you'll burn.
Well, you can get it with the oil, sunscreen too. I had the whole line with sunscreen.
Oh, okay. We'll have to check it out because we might go over there later. So we'll check it
Yeah,
out.
check it out because you can order online even cheaper.
Okay.
Where is this? The Beverly Hills Hotel.
But I used to get to lay by the pool when Sven was there. I didn't stay there, but they'd let me go lay by the
I
pool
remember
whenever I
those
wanted at the
days.
Beverly Hills Hotel. It was
Isn't
really
that the
nice.
Beverly Hills Hotel? I was watching on the. You know what I freaking love? Spectrum One News.
What is that good?
Spectrum One News.
Yeah.
I mean, you're kidding with flu. That's the one thing about the Bob Dean show that I love doing is that the
So
time
fun.
friggin' flies
Time
by.
flies when you're having
Holy
fun.
crap!
That's great.
Well, then I will not
I'm
even
young.
bring up the Beverly Hills Hotel and the chic that owned it, and then how.
Oh, I know the chic. Because my
They-
girlfriend.
yeah, but how they were killing people in this country, gay people in this country, and all that sort of thing. And,
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
right.
know
we
that.
boycott-
yeah, and they
we-
called for boycotts on
we
the Beverly Hills.
boycotted it for a while. No one went there for quite a while.
And it was working apparently.
Yeah.
So they're saying on Spectrum News 1 is a great.
Yeah.
If you have Spectrum cable, when you turn your TV on now, it automatically goes to Spectrum 1. And I was like, what the beep is this? And it's actually a fantastic channel. And Allison Martino does a great spot, and blah 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 blah. But it's if you have anyway. But we can't get into that now.
Yeah,
We'll do that on
I'm
another
going to
episode.
talk about the next episode because I'm thinking about outsourcing, how much outsourcing they're doing out of the country and not hiring.
Okay. Next week on the Bob Dean Show, yay! We have 3 female comics. One is Mia Mars. She is my dear friend. She does a lot of work with the Laugh Factory, and you're gonna love her. She's very dark. And of course, Jody Carlson Anstrom, who's in my equestrian beautiful blonde, who I've done lots of stand-up at the Laugh Factory, and everybody's favorite Sylvia Sage,
Sylvia's
the porn
fabulous.
star. Sylvia's fabulous.
She's funny.
She's an adult film star,
She's a comedian.
and she's a comic, and she's beautiful, and she's hilarious. And the 3 gals will be here along with Kathy St. George next week, and then the week after that we have a couple of hot young male actors coming on.
Yeah.
Mark Dippolito. Well, I shouldn't say Mark Dippolito because Mark hasn't gotten back to me yet. And then this really
Not
handsome
smart,
young
obviously,
African American
not
actor
stars.
who has this really cool Chrysler Imperial, and he moved into my building, and I said, so anyway, we're working on that. But anyway, I want to thank you all very much. Thank you, Eve, and thank you, Cindy, for being here. I'm
so
such
nice
pleased to meet you both.
Yes,
I hope I
thank
was
you.
seeing you soon
We'll
again.
come back and see
Keep
you.
in touch, and we'll be now that we're Facebook friends. And if you're on Facebook,
And
please
he's
friend
gonna
me.
get to watch my progression as I get more healthy.
Okay.
and
I just
younger.
love you. We're having a sleepover as soon as we're gonna have a big slumber party at my house as soon as I clean the carpets because spring is here and now it's gonna drive quick. And hopefully I'll be seeing you in New York
Yes, I can't wait.
in August.
We will have a great time at Geyer's at 286 Columbus Avenue.
Oh,
286
so
Columbus
much fun.
Avenue.
74th in Columbus.
All right. And Sammy Jr., thank you. Dennis out there, thank you. I love you all very much. Please, please, please subscribe to us on iTunes. Download us on iHeartRadio. Follow us on iHeartRadio podcast app. Watch us on YouTube. And that's it. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much, guys.
I was on Pornhub the other